Hello, everyone. My name is Lucas DeVerde from Building Point Midwest and Gulf Coast, and today I'm going to walk you guys through how to set up multi-factor authentication on Trimble Connect. So, as many of you guys might already know, um, Trimble is requiring that you set up multi-factor authentication in order to log in to your Trimble Connect account. And I'm just going to go over some best practices, how to set it up, and things like that. So first off, we're going to need to navigate to Trimble Connect Web, and then it should be the first or second link here. We'll go ahead and click into that, and then it will take us to this page in which you have the link to get to Trimble Connect. Now, I'm already signed in, but let's say that you weren't. You would be prompted to sign in here. So I'll just go ahead and do that quickly. This would be with the Trimble ID that you would have created as soon as you received your data collector and your equipment. So we'll sign in with our login and password. Now, if you guys are doing this after January 31st of 2026, it might prompt you to do this automatically. As I'm creating this video, it is currently the 27th, so we're not in need of uh, required, I should say, to do this. But if you do get into here and you haven't set it up yet, what you can do is you can come up to your account tab and then click on Triple Profile. Once that's completed, we come down here, scroll down, and you'll see the multi-factor authentication section within Trimble Connect. Now you have a few different options that you can choose from here. I do not recommend doing the first two. You absolutely can, but the problem with that is if you go through an authenticator app, for example, everybody that needs to sign in to connect would need to download the authenticator app, and then you would have to share um, your passkey through that app with all of them. And that's a little bit of a process and it can be cumbersome at times. I also wouldn't recommend doing the passkey if you need more than one person to ever log in to Trimble Connect. And the reason for that is because this essentially locks it to the biometrics on one phone. So like Face ID, fingerprint scan, anything like that, or even your PIN, it would lock it to one phone. So you would always have to get a hold of that person that set it up in order to log into Trimble Connect if you're somebody out in the field, for example. So what I would recommend doing is setting up a secondary email. Now, what I would do is I would create a master email just for multi-factor authentication and make sure that everybody that needs access to connect has access to this email. That would be my recommendation personally. However, if you just wanted to use your another secondary email, you're more than welcome to do so. You would just need to be contacted anytime somebody else would need to log in to Triple Connect. So let's go ahead and set that up. Now I'm going to type in my password for my Trimble ID, and then I'm going to name a secondary email. So that's going to be just one of my personal emails. And then a verification code will get sent directly to my email, which I will pull up here on my phone. And then we will type in the code that it gives us. So mine, and then we click submit. Now the secondary email is added. So how this works now, so as you can see here, it'll say secondary email is the default, and it has a green check mark next to it. And now it says multi-factor authentication is enabled. So if we were to go ahead and sign out, what this looks like, and this is why I say that you should create a master email that everybody who needs to log in to connect has access to. The reason is because if I sign in here now, okay, we put in our login and password, we'll get a verification code sent to that email. So if this is, one of your emails that you're setting up, then anybody else who needs to log in needs to now contact you to give them the code, which can again be quite cumbersome. So if you guys set up a master email and allow that code to be sent there, then you can all have access to the same email and be able to log in accordingly. So we'll go ahead and jump in here, punch in our verification code that I got sent to my email. And now we're able to log in to Trimble Connect. You can also do this to make sure that you're never locked out. You just hit get my codes, and then you would save this as a file to have. Um, but we're going to go ahead and skip that for now. And then we're back into our account. So again, best practice would be to set it up with a master email. That way there's a lot less issues with if they have multiple people needing to log in to connect, there's not as many issues that you can run into as far as making that work. Um, you might also have a data collector from Trimble with Microsoft Windows. The problem is that this multi-factor authentication was designed for smartphones and things of that nature. So using your tablet to try to lock it in with a passkey or an authenticator app won't work because, again, authenticator apps are designed for smartphones, and Windows, like PC OS, does not have the ability to scan um, FIDO key QR codes. So can't do it to your tablet either. So I just always recommend setting it up with a master email that you create before setting this up. So that way everybody that you need to have access can go ahead and have access. But that concludes this little tutorial here. I hope this helps you guys. Obviously, if you guys need any support with this, feel free to call into Building Point's support line for your area. Thank you. Everybody have a great day.